Hello and welcome to Control Talk Now, week ending May 29th, 2016. I'm your host, Rob Allen. Usually there's another host, Eric Stromquist, and he does a great introduction for his co-host. So we're missing the smooth, suave, sensitive, and seductive Eric, and we're always glad to have, you got to say it yourself, what are you, Kenny?
Oh, I'm pleased. Eric always gives me the myth, the man, the legend. But I tell you what, the man, the myth, the legend, I try to live up to that, but it's very difficult. It's getting more and more difficult. So you hold that and I hold that.
Whatever you want, buddy.
I just can't tell you how exciting it is to be here, and thanks to everybody that made that possible. Thank you to the Stromquist Company, the great job they do, and the great customer service you do. And we're going to have a customer of yours on here shortly, but we're at Indianapolis 500. We're outside the Dallara building, and it's like an adventure because it's like a kid obviously being interested in cars, but not knowing how it's involved, to actually see everything, the ground up, the frames, the engines, meet the people that actually work here. Roger Rebanak has got us inside of an adventure, living adventure, at the 100th running of the Indy500.
The coolest thing to me is that, so Dallara is this IndyCar factory. This is what they do, and so the Indy 500 team, or is it the IR, or whatever it is, the Indy Brain Trust has said that the only chassis that they can do is the actual Dallara. Roger's got an entire Honeywell security system inside. It's been demoed a bajillion times. Yeah, it's great. And so we went up Salt yesterday. I think some folks are about to go hop into, Roger said, a $15 million simulator.
Yeah, you took the first 15 volunteers. They're going to go up. It's top secret. You can't bring cameras in there. No drinks, of course, or whatever. But 15 people just left to go up and go into the Indy 500 Dallara simulator. So awesome stuff. It's an exciting group of people that are dedicated Honeywell customers, and this is one of the greatest receptions Honeywell can give in turn, is to give these people an adventure they won't forget. We have Roger Rebanak in the background, and we also have Larry Andrew Eunice ready to do a real quick interview.
All right, so we found him, the man. The Roger Rebanak experience is here, baby, and we found him. Roger, I didn't think it was any more possible to love you anymore until you invited me to this event, dude. Absolutely awesome. Cheers. I've had a great time. We haven't even got to the race yet, and I'm already having a dang blast.
We're 24 hours away, and it feels like we've already done everything, right? That's the whole Rebanak experience. When you become a partner and we show you our appreciation for all the things you do when you choose Honeywell, we know you got a lot of choices. You know what? These race drivers have a lot of choices too. They can pick any engine they want. They can pick any telemetry they want, but they pick the best. Dallara. Dallara is the chassis. Honda and Chevy is the engine. And let me just tell you, Rob, we are in for an exciting time this weekend. It's the 100th running of the Indy 500. Started in 1911. Let me give you another little tip. Do you know where Honeywell was born? Where the family of Honeywell, Mark Honeywell, the family was born?
Minnesota.
Indiana.
No, Wabash, Indiana. About an hour just northeast of here, I can take you to the famous Mark Honeywell mansion, the Honeywell golf course, and I'm reaching out to each and every one of you Honeywell customers today, and I'm extending a challenge. And the challenge is going to be, can you double your growth in sales and be at the October 14th Honeywell Country Club for the golf outing where Mario Andretti will be, your name on the car. It'll be, ask these guys, when I do an event, it's second to none. I'm either on top or I ain't in the game. That's what we like about each and every one of you. You look at this race car, right behind me, I got the best brewery and the best beer in Indiana. It's called Sun King Brewery. And let me tell you, I want to reach out and shout out to those guys today. This right here is called Weemac, Scottish Ale. Weemac, poured and drank by Rebanak. Cheers. What else we got, Rob?
And we drank some Weemac. So I got a couple.
About yesterday, carburation.
Well, I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
It's been on my mind.
Go ahead.
So it's a tradition at the end of the race, somebody dumps milk or drinks milk or something. Is there, why do they do that?
Well, all jokes aside, guys, I'm a historian. This is my 48th Indy 500 in a row. As a little young kid, My mom and dad brought us out here. It was like one of the greatest things. If you were a kid or grew up in the Indianapolis area, the Indy 500, before the internet, before software, before computers, before cell phones, it was a tradition. It was a gathering of technology, a place for automobile manufacturers to bring their wares, test them and be competitive, and try to take them to the market and be a leader and a winner. In 1949, Louis Meyer had the American Dairy Association as a sponsor. In those days, I think they gave $5,000 or $10,000, right? Today, those are millions of dollars. Louis Meyer, as part of his appreciation for his customer, see the correlation between all this? I got Stromquist, DMS Controls, Controltrends. I said, Louis Meyer said, give me a glass of cold buttermilk. And Louis took that milk and drank that after driving. Now, in those days, that race was about 5 hours. Cars were breaking down. Wow. Dirt was flying in their face. They were driving over 2.5 million bricks. That's why we call this the Brickyard. At that time, it was all bricks, tires. Can you imagine the beating in an open wheel race car going 114 miles an hour against 32 other drivers? And when you get done, how exhausted you would be? He lifted those goggles, he reached out for that milk, and he took a drink. And today, every driver has taken a drink of milk as a part of the winning ceremony. And believe me, if you ask the drivers what they want, they will all say it this way. They don't ask for a ring like LeBron. They don't care about a ring. They want to drink the milk.
Yeah, baby.
The milk.
The milk, baby.
And just so you know, my dad, God rest his soul, 1985, he passed away at 59 years old, was a milkman for Robert's Dairy. I knew then there was some plan for me in the Indy 500. And today, I couldn't be more happier than to have my friends, my customers, my partners celebrating the 100th running of the Indy 500 right here at Mr. Lino's Cafe at the home of the Dallara IndyCar factory. We got Sun King beer, we got bourbon and barbecue wings. Did you guys get any of that barbecue?
Hey, Roger, let me ask you, I'll tell you, not only did we get that, but we also got a Journey concert last night, or yesterday. That's why I got all the sun, because we're getting the best of all worlds. So networking, business, history lessons, and to be at the 100th running of the Indy 500. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, the Journey concert, Carburation Day, you know, people in Indy, you say Carb Day, they all know what it is. It's the start of an extravaganza weekend, right? It really is, but what it really was another tradition. The Indy 500, guys, everything is about tradition. And the tradition was, in the old days, Carb Day was the last day you could come out and tweak your carburetor, because you had to go 500 miles. You weren't going for speed, you were going for longevity. You know, you had to keep the building running for years, not just keep it running for a day, right? And they would tweak it for the last time. Then they'd pull the car in gasoline alley, shut it off. You couldn't touch it until race morning. And then they roll them out. And boy, when they start those 33 engines Sunday morning, and there are going to be 450,000 people in this place, and you won't feel crowded, you'll feel like you're part of an experience. Just like when you log into Controltrends and when you log into customer.honeywell.com or building controls at honeywell.com. It's an experience. We want to take the next level of building automation integrators, help them stay above the mark with our distributors like DMS Controls, Stromquist Controls, the Indy 500, drinking the milk, 33 cars. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Awesome. All right, now we've got Larry Andriunas, the man at Honeywell. Larry, have you had a good time?
Oh, we're having a fabulous time. You know, you probably have heard this is the Roger Rebanek experience, and there is no better experience than the Roger Rebanek experience.
I agree.
So,
Here.
I mean, this is a fabulous weekend. If you're ever going to do an event, this is the event to come to.
Well, tell us who's here. It's an incredible assembly of people, but North America, right?
Yeah, so this is our top distributors and contractors around the country have qualified to come to this event with us. We think that it should be more than just work, right? So this is something we do with our top people who have a chance to come, and we spend some time with them, and we do some fun stuff too, right?
It really is.
Because it's not all work. It's about how do we have fun while we're doing this? We're in a cool industry. We all work too hard, and you need to take a little time out too to have some fun.
Well, we mentioned too that this building right now, the Lara building, has a complete Webb's Enterprise security HVAC system in it. It's a fabulous building, and it's a great place to have a Honeywell event.
Yeah, it is. The reason it's so fabulous too, it shows what integration can do, right? We've integrated the security, the video, the HVAC, and we keep bringing. We just recently integrated our meters so we can monitor the energy usage of the building. So we've got the whole thing covered all the way around. So it's cool to see how it all can come together. And then when you realize it's Dallara who's building some of the top sophisticated cars now for and a lot of the racing series, not just Indy, but IMSA and everything. So it's cool.
Well, before we lose the thread on the Honeywell thing, you guys have come out with some really good stuff and released, we just came out of the summit, tremendous momentum there, great program. What about that that's Roger singing in the background, the new Striker VAV.
That's Roger's son, Ross.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's just talk about that product for a second.
Yeah, so we've just come out with the Striker BACnet VAV controller. So it's about coming out with products that make it easier, quicker to get on and off the job. If you understand the actual application, all you have to do is select that through the Windows, and you can quickly get that downloaded. It downloads faster than downloading a fully programmable controller. So it's about getting on and off the job and making money, right? So coming out with products that make it quicker, faster for the contractors to get on and off the job, and more value for the owners, right? The quicker they get off the job, the more cost-effective the job becomes, and it's effective for everybody all the way around.
Well, from me to you, I got to tell you, thank you so much. We've been waiting for that dang back-neck Striker, and I know it was well worth the wait. But we've already got some pre-ordered.
Awesome.
We've already got an application. I think we're putting 131 in. So as soon as we can get them next week, we're going to pop them in and off to the races. So great stuff, man. You've always done a great job for Honeywell. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And on top of that, you're a heck of an awesome dude to hang out with.
We have fun. We have fun. Like I said, it's about having some fun while we do this. We're in a cool business, but it's hard, man. We work hard, so we got to have a little bit of fun.
So great summary. We got to come up. We got to get people jealous here because you want to work hard and then you want to play hard. You want to come to the Honeywell Roger Rebenak experience. There'll be one next year. So work hard now so you can get things lined up.
So reach out to your local ASD. Reach out to Roger. Whoever you want to be at this event next year. This thing is awesome, Roger. But it is a blast. It is fun. I've seen some things that I didn't think I was going to be able to see, and it's been really neat.
It's not even over yet. We still have another day and a half.
Hey, well, this morning we got up early. We got here and we went to watch the Legends run. I got up. We're standing on top of the spotter stand on turn 1. I've never been up on top of the grandstand watching the cars run. It was fabulous. I mean, we get once-in-a-lifetime experiences. We've got pit passes where we're down on the track the day of the race. I have a picture from 2 years ago with my son with the pagoda in the background and the cars on the track on race day.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
you don't get that anywhere.
And then tonight there's a Sidney Sheldon concert. So it's too much.
Too much.
Never get enough. Thanks a lot, Larry.
Blake Shelton. It's good, but it'll work.
It'll work.
Sorry, Blake.
All right. So
cool.
Yeah, come join us. This is a great event. You got to find a way to get here, no matter how you can.
Okay, so we're resuming our adventure here. We got Rick Evans and his friend Jimmy.
Yep.
Rick, where are you from?
Chesapeake, Virginia.
And he's also the owner and operator of Chesapeake Controls, one of the largest Honeywell contractors in the country, year in and year out. In fact, Larry and Roger just said you've led the sales for 12 straight years, I think they said.
We've been ACI Elite for about 6 years already.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I know that you have to work hard, and they're saying that when you do work hard and you work with your distributor, you get rewarded. What do you think about this Roger Rebenak experience?
It's amazing. It's a first-class event. He does a great job.
Rob? Jimmy, who are you? Introduce yourself to the
Yeah,
Control
so
community.
I'm Jimmy Adams. My business is Featherlight Coaches. We build luxury motor coaches for a lot of the team owners and drivers. So I'm an old friend of Rick's, and he invited me up to this experience. I've done a lot of racing and racing experiences, but I got to tell you, Roger has put on a first-class deal here. I mean, this has been fantastic, and it's good for me to learn more about the business. Rick's introduced me to the Honeywell Controls side a little bit, and I'm impressed.
Great.
So
Great stuff.
what's been your highlight so far? What have you enjoyed the most?
You know, it was actually fun watching everybody, the cars, and then watching the people yesterday afternoon. I mean, this thing's a sellout, and it was unbelievable.
How about that guy with the whistle trying to direct people traffic?
Oh, with the green gloves?
Yeah.
He was killer, man.
I sat there and liked that like as much as anything. It was like this guy with the whistle. He was opening up whether like he'd have to let the drivers through and then the pedestrians through at the same time in Gasoline Alley where all the garage was and stuff. Yeah. And that was a blast. But we've got a super nice suite.
Oh yeah,
it's always stocked.
First class.
And you guys brought an Indy car here and put everybody's names on it. That was awesome.
I mean,
nice
everybody's
touch.
got an Indy car at home, right?
Oh yeah, right.
All right, guys. Thanks a million.
Well, thank you guys.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
take care.
All right, we got another contractor perspective. Going to tell us a little bit about the what's happened thus far, what's going to continue to happen. Trent Walters from Walters Controls.
This has been a great experience so far. We here in Indianapolis 500, it's an amazing time. The 100th running, can't beat it. We've got all these people that are putting this together, a great event. Honeywell's sponsoring it all. The boys from StromQuest, other good distributors around the country, meeting, shaking hands, just introducing each other and learning about the business a little bit more. And I mean, what a better way to do it.
Well, Trent, you're what we call a young guy. You're young and you're already accomplished in the business. How'd you get your start in the control business?
So Walters Controls has been around for about 20 years, and it's a family-owned business, and I kind of came up in it, something that never really knew that I was going to do, but fell into it, and I've just fallen in love with it. It's a niche business that is very needed within the communities, and it's a service that's appreciated if you do a good job, and if you've got a good company that stands behind it, it makes it easy.
Outstanding.
I like this guy just a ton. You get talking to him, and it's like he always talking about the business. He's always talking about the next thing. He always wants to know everybody's perspective, and I know he's doing that so he can figure out how to get better and how to grow. And I think he hit the nail on the head. I mean, definitely a Young Gun nomination coming up for sure. And if I have anything to say about it, I'll put his name in the hat. And it's super neat to see a guy, a fellow guy, a young guy like me, that's trying to learn the business and doing really well thus far. So Trent, man, you've done really well, man, for yourself.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I mean, that's all it is just things like this, networking, getting to know each other, and those different perspectives on what it is that makes the business work the way that it does, and what's successful for you can be successful for me, and what I've found that might not necessarily work is something that we can pass along, and then everybody learns and we all get better.
Awesome.
And see, you guys always thought that I wasn't very technical, and me and Trent determined that if it's a configurable controller and it doesn't have to work, I can do it just fine.
Don't let me touch it either.
Thanks, Trent. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, buddy.
Always, guys.
Oh, Canada, oh, Canada.
Right on.
Barty Reevy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good time?
It's a great time, great event.
Marty, where are you from?
From Regina,
China.
Yeah.
And your company, too.
West Excel Automation.
You know, these guys are the top contractor, distributor.
Yeah.
Top distributor in Canada for 8 straight years. Tell us a little bit about what your company does.
Well, we provide solutions to our customers, and Honeywell's our lead product for those solutions. And it's all about building an experience for our customers, and it's an integrated platform. That's what we go to business with.
Awesome, Marty, awesome. And you, sir, what's your name?
Troy McNallen.
What do you do, Troy?
I'm the product manager for the metering offering at Honeywell.
Tell us a little bit, that's the Eamon Demon?
Yeah, the EMON offering, yes.
Okay, great. Where are you from?
From Minnesota.
Minnesota, huh?
So I don't know if I was supposed to see this or not. We may have to edit this later, but I saw this really funky, long, stackable metering system upstairs in the Lara room. Can you tell me about that?
I'm not sure what you saw up in the door.
He's denying it, folks. He's denying it.
I missed that. What happened is we'll get a little walk through here. But that's okay. All right, well, guys, thank you very much. What's been the highlight so far? It's only halfway over. What's the races tomorrow? What's been the highlight so far?
I've been coming to this for a number of years. It's just the event in itself as a whole. Great bunch of people. Roger puts on a great show. If you get a chance to come, by all means, you got to bring your customers and have some fun.
Great. Thank you very much, guys. Jerry?
Yeah, we have a showcase event
Troy.
here. It's great. We have a lot of good networking in the building here, the whole facility. It's an amazing example of all the integration that can be done with our web's platform. So beautiful system that the Rebanek experience has put together for us.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right, awesome.
Hey,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, Rob, who do we have next? We got Mike Keller from Honeywell. Mike? welcome to the show.
Welcome to Indy.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll tell you what, it's fabulous.
Greatest place on earth.
Absolutely.
I am
Epic
just-
race,
I'm a dog
epic
here.
place.
It is. Networking, work hard, play hard.
You bet, you bet.
So what's been the highlight so far for you?
We had Carb Day yesterday, and actually my son Mitch is down here with us today. Mitch, you gonna come over and say hi? No? So Carb Day yesterday, just seeing everybody excited for the first time whenever they're here. We got a residential team here, some sweepstakes award winners came in, and they're thrilled. They had a lot of fun.
This car is amazing because it has, what's that lyric? Tell us a little bit about Honeywell, the thermostat business. How's it going?
It's good. We're getting more and more people connected. That business has grown about 35% a year.
Wow.
So we really want to get every contractor to install, every time they install a thermostat, install a connected thermostat.
Awesome.
You know, you can buy a smart TV,
Right.
but can you buy a smart furnace today? So you should have a system in there. Come over here, buddy.
Come on in.
Come over here. Come over here. Want to stand by Dad? There you go. Yep.
Who do we got here?
This is Kim and my son's Mitch.
Awesome.
So,
Mitch,
yep.
Great to
Mitch,
meet
you
you.
gonna say hi to everybody? Yep. So, yep. Are you gonna tuck there? All right. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Super.
So we're getting a connected world,
Right.
and also more and more things going on with indoor air quality in the residential side of the business.
Awesome.
So a lot of good stuff going on.
Great. So what do we look forward to tonight? We going to the concert?
Nope. We've got some other plans tonight. So I like the outsiders to come in and enjoy it.
Oh,
so,
I'll tell you what, I'm excited.
Yep.
Yep.
So, well, thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Yep. Welcome
Pleasure.
to Indy. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Yep. We'll see you.
Okay, Rob, I'll tell you what, it's been an incredible, that's just a microcosm look at all the people here, the sensational players, the teamwork that Honeywell's put together, the Roger Rebanak experience. You cannot not be here next year. You have to be here. It's compelling.
Not only that, it's a ton of fun, and that's always important. But I've learned some stuff this weekend too.
So have I.
it's the power of networking, the power of talking to your fellow folks, and figuring out what it is that you can do better for your company and stuff. So, ton of fun, but I've learned some stuff as well too.
So in other words, work hard, then come and play hard. Make sure you take whatever steps you got to get to the Roger Rebanak experience next year.
So Kenny, remember, stay controlled.
Indeed, Rob. Indeed, Eric.
Indeed, Rob. Indeed, Eric.
And let me just close this Indy500 100th celebration by doing the exact same thing that Jim Neighbors did for the last 48 years. He starts the race, the greatest spectacle in racing, with this song. Back home again in Indiana, where I see what I can see, the gleaming candle lights burning bright from the sycamores with Honeywell. Have a good one, everybody. Gentlemen, start your engines.